Okay, so today we are talking about vintage coffee weekly chart and trend line analysis. So the stock has a weekly trend line support. This has an angle of around 45 degrees, and this trend line is uh, is connecting these two points. Plus, we are expecting some sort of a low around this level as well. So that this trend line is a valid trend line, and stock can support around this. If you look about this trend line, this is a continuation trend line. When the first leg up was going on from here to here, the stock supported this trend line, and then it went into consolidation with lower volume, as you can see. And then again we see increasing volume and stock breaking out. And then so we want to create a new trend line using this point plus a low wherever it's established in the upcoming weeks. So that will be a strong trend line. And final we have this support line, which is which might go up and up as the weeks pass by, but right now it is around 42 levels. So the stock goes below this support level. That means we can't continue carrying this position, and we'll have to take this off. And it also aligns with the IPO price as well. So this is a strong support, and if it breaks, that would not align us to take this position forward. So that would be a breakdown, at least in our trend line analysis here, and also breaking the IPO price and moving to a lower zone as well. So this is this is how the trend lines looks like. So on a weekly chart, which is pocket pivots occurs when there is a volume increase from the last 10 candle volumes. So if you see last 10 candles, and wherever there is a down candle, so the volume should be twice or 1.5 times of the highest red bar volume. If you see, we can say this is a smaller candle here, which is very but the stock is still in downtrend, so we won't call it as a pocket pivot. Then it's also move up, it shows some sign of creating a pocket pivot, but still very early here. And then again it's consolidated with a lower volume, and then we see here as a higher volume candle, which can be called as a pocket pivot, but its closing is not as good as we expected. So we can say it's a pocket pivot. You can build position, small positions here. And then this one comes as a great candle, which has a volume much better, much greater, or around 3-4 times of what was there in the highest red bar gold candles. And then this candle also aligns on closing with the different MAs, 30 MA, 6 MA. So this is strong pocket pivot candle, and then there's a continuation with greater volume here. And then you see you get one more pocket pivot where the stocks goes into a higher zone with a very small wick on the top, and the volume is much higher than last 10 bars. And from that, the highest red volume is again almost more than around triple here. So again the stock price moves up again. Now the volume is huge, but there's a pressure on the wick here. So we can see some pressure coming up here, and then we see lower volume, we see a big red candle, and then we see that stock moving to a consolidation zone around these levels. And then there are then there are more and more red candles coming up here with the higher and with the higher volume as well. So and then stock moves to consolidation here. And then we see another pocket pivot. This is also very strong pocket pivot because it take the stock into a higher zone. It breaks from the MA, and it has very again a limited week, and the volume is again much higher from the last 10 days. And then you continue to see one more higher volume bar, and then again you see, while the volume is there but the pressure is there on the stock, the price is not going up. So this means that you can build position here, but it's going to get into consolidation zone, which is happen here. We see a big red bar volume as well with the candle, and then we see two candles with a good number of volume, uh, similar to or more than the big red candle here. And then again we see the volume decreasing, and we see red candle coming down. We don't see any pocket pivot here. So the idea here is that we align our buying to with the pocket pivot. So if a stock has a pocket pivot and it's able to continue with that, so that creates a uh, creates a strong trend in the company. So if you see this came as a pocket pivot, it's broke here. That means the current pocket pivot trend is kind of a down here, and it's invalidated here, and so price moves into sideways. And then the expectation here is that you get a one more pocket pivot candle around here, which happened somewhere in the month of January, or you get it in the month of February as well. So we're expecting a pivot, a pocket pivot here, which gives you again a re-entry in the stock and gives you confidence as well. So the pocket pivots are meant to give you confidence about your entries, as you buy more additional position into your current stock. And then so again it's a base after a base right now, and we are expecting a pocket pivot somewhere before mid February. That's the target here. And that such pocket pivots are a very strong indicator of volume buying in a continuous trend. And we would like to see more of that coming up on this chart as well. We are talking about vintage coffee and beverages financials. So we are talking from future growth trajectory point of view. If you look from the current state, it has a PE of 37 right now. And if you look for its quarterly result, there's a huge growth here, 80%, 90%. And if you look for the annual growth, it's also huge here. And if you look for the shareholding, we have DIs and FIIs also buying this in the last few quarters. Coming back to its future projection, so its current capacity is 6,500 million tons, and it's scaling to 11,000 million tons by FY26 in its current spread rate. And basically the current products, and then it is diversifying into FDC product, which also has higher margin, and that capacity is also 50%, 5,000 million tons. So by FY27 we see clear trajectory of growth and capacity increasing to this if everything goes as per the plan. They have we see a script, we see that Nimua has also given a buy rating considering that FY27 PE of 30 with the potential of upsides. Now if you look at the PE for FY28, it's very 10 is very less, so it can go 3 times to become an PE of FY30, for a PE of to become a 30 for FY28 if the growth trajectory remains what we are expecting here. So there's a clear projection here from that current valuations, how this can grow. So that is what we are looking for. Thank you.